everyone, thank you for joining me. I decided to upgrade my garden this year. I purchased a 17-inch tall 9-in-1 modular metal raised garden kit. The first layer I put down wire and then I topped off the wire with a couple layers of cardboard. I did the same thing in my previous gardens and they held up well, but with only one layer of cardboard, there wasn't enough weed blocker. So earlier in the day, I had gone around my yard and trimmed the trees that needed it, and those branches became my next layer. Then I topped it off with leaves that I had collected from a couple years ago, and then I topped it off with dirt from my other garden. And then after that, I used hay. The next layer I placed over the hay was compost, which I got from my maize compost tumbler. Also, you'll notice I have compostable bags in the garden. I will be doing a review on the maize compost tumbler again soon once I fill it up again. So the benefits of layering compost in the garden is it also adds nutrients and breaks down a bit quicker than if it was raw compost. So right after this, I will be putting the green manure. So my plan is to put my other Vego garden right in that spot there where my old garden was. And over here I actually finished with the compost and I put my green compost on there, which is also considered green manure. How I got all this green manure is basically I just cleaned out my arrow gardens. It was time because the lettuces have bolted and they went bitter and it was not really edible, so I decided to use it in the garden. So over here I have my finished product. Essentially, here's the products that I've used. And this one is the Shagnum peat moss that I put in to lighten the garden soil that I had, as well as a little bit of the Epsoma potting mix. And I just mixed it in. Any hard pieces I tried to mix in finely. And after this, I opted to put a layer of raised garden mix right on top of this layer as the finishing touch for added nutrition. A thing to remember is your garden is only as good as the food you put into it. So if you give it good food, it'll give you good food. With that being said, I am talking about earthworms, microbes, and fungi that are natural and healthy gardens. This is the final product after I planted my seeds. Thank you for tuning in. See you again next time.